What if every failure wasn't a setback, but the water that helps us grow? Think about two famous names, J.K. Rowling and Michael Jordan. They are both famous for their success, but behind it are stories of many failures. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter series, went through many rejections before her success. She was a single mother with little money, and 12 publishers turned down her book. Many of us would give up at the point, but she didn't. Instead, she kept improving her writing until she finally succeeded and changed the world of books forever. Michael Jordan, one of the best basketball players ever, also faced a lot of difficulties. He didn't make his high school basketball teams and missed over 9,000 shots, 300 games, and lost 300 games, and failed 26 times while trying to make the game-winning shot. But Jordan didn't see these as failures. He used them to get better, and once says, "I have failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeeded." Today, I want to talk about how too many mistakes are not mistakes at all. They are lessons that shape us, help us grow, and ultimately guide us to success. Now let's start with J.K. Rowling. She had no money, no job, and was a single mother who struggles to raise her own child. Instead of giving up, she used the struggle as motivation. She kept writing even when it felt like no one believed in her. The rejection she faced, they became stepping stones. Each one made her stronger and more determined. And eventually she made it, and she has sold over 500 million books because she never gave up. Now let's talk about Michael Jordan, a basketball legend. Imagine being cut out from your best high school basketball team. That would stop many people, but not Jordan. He practiced harder, learned from his mistakes, and kept trying. That's what made him great, not avoiding failure, but growing from it. Both of these stories highlight a crucial truth that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey, and you have to experience that in order to grow. I remember a time when I studied math for weeks, sometimes up to 9 hours a day, and I gave it everything I had, skipping meals, staying up late, and trying to understand how the probabilities work. But every time the result came out, I either failed or got bad grades. When I say bad grades, it's obviously C or D at the point. It was heartbreaking, and I felt like a total failure at that point, and started to doubt myself, wondering if I would ever be good enough at math. But I didn't give up. I kept learning no matter how hard it got, and eventually I made it. I got an A in the end. That moment taught me something important, that failure along the way don't define you, and what matters is how you keep moving forward. We are trained to think that failure means that we are not good enough, but the truth is, failure is just part of the process of learning, and it is okay to make mistakes. So, why do we fear failure so much? How can we turn failures into lessons? It starts with changing how we think about mistakes. There are 3 steps. First, you have to know the mistakes you made. Reflect on your failures. Like, what did I wrong, or what did I do wrong, or what could I have done differently by doing that? By doing that, you can really know the lessons behind it. Step 2, accept feedback. Accepting feedback is really useful. By doing that, you will really know where you can get better, and by accepting feedback from your teacher or a coach or a friend, it's really useful for your journey. Finally, be resilient. Resilience means not giving up when you fail. It's about taking a moment to reflect. That's how you succeed in the long run. So, next time when you see a mistake, don't run from it, don't hide. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this, or what could you have done differently instead of doing that? So, for a student especially, take risks, take a moment to reflect on your mistakes, and step out of your comfort zone. So, thank you very much.